Hi everybody, Stephen from John Salons here. I'd like to introduce Kim from Bridal Bliss. We are navigating the waters of getting into the bridal business. She is a makeup and updo artist, and when people are breaking into the business, especially in the bridal business, it's quite frankly, it's terrifying. So you need to get your feet wet. You need to understand the basics of an updo, which are rather simple but complex at the same time. So Kim, who's been in the business for many years, and we've been working together, but we've decided to join forces, is going to demonstrate the salon basics of an updo. A great way to get your feet wet and get into the business of doing updos, which is a very lucrative field. She will demonstrate with the curling, how to curl properly, when not to curl. Sometimes the hair comes out and you don't need to curl, and other times you need to get other people done first and have them set for half hour, and then she's going to also go into the art of the updo and getting it up and how to keep it up. So thank you for joining in.
Hi everybody, I'm Kimberly here working on my good friend Melissa, who helps me most of the time with my weddings. And I'm just going to put the curling iron down for a second to give you a little idea of what I'm doing. Naturally curly hair. So anytime somebody with naturally curly hair is blown out, it's actually a perfect model to set the curls. There's a couple of different ways you can curl. If somebody needs to be set, and how we decide that is if their hair doesn't take a good curl. So most likely that would be somebody who's finer, more straight. Somebody like Melissa here, she doesn't need to be set. So I already started curling Melissa. If Melissa was my client for a bridal party, I'd be working right through to the top of her hair. If it was somebody that needed to be set, what I would do is, let me get a couple of pins out. You're going to use the basic hair pins, which look like this. And what we do is we do a curl. Just so you know, I curl the hair on the right back this side, curling it towards me. On the left side, I curl it away from me. And as we move forward, I'll show you. But this, to pin a curl, you just take the curl, you roll it up. This is a very basic way that you've probably learned in school, and then you clip it. So on the right hand side, if you take the sections, or when you take the sections, I'm curling always curl towards yourself, away from the face. So the right is going to the right, back, the left is going to the left. So I'll show you just like I showed you on that side. This side here, you always want to make sure you're going away from the face. So okay, so she's all curled. I'll touch base quickly on a curling iron. I usually always use 1 inch curling iron for anybody with normal to fine hair. Thicker hair, you can go with about 1 inch to 1 inch and a quarter, 1 inch to 1 inch and a half. This is what you're doing for the client who had straighter hair. As you take the pins out of the curls, you'll see it's just a beautiful bouncy curl, which is fabulous again for the client's hair who doesn't curl well. Anytime I'm curling, I'm always using some type of a light texturizing product. Like I use a lot of the Kenra, the balm. It's the texturizing serum, which is a hold number 4. So any type of lightweight serum or balm that's going to kind of smooth. And then I use the Kenra 25 hold hairspray. So I've sprayed, I've molded all the curls. Now I'm just going to start with the updo. What I usually do is take a small section, depending on how the hair is going to be parted. Melissa wears this part to the left. So I'm going to take this side, I'm going to leave it down. I'm going to take this side, I'm going to leave it down. So I always focus on the crown right here. Most of my clients, look to get somewhat of a volume there, a little bit of the bump, we'll call it. So what I do is I'll take a section using the old school teasing brush. I do a little bit of teasing right in the crown. And I do about 3 sections. Flip that back over. I smooth it out. I take the section that I created the volume, and what I do is I just lock it in. Push it right in, make sure it's secure. This section leave out, you're going to comb this back, and what I tend to do is take a little bit of product and then I take the whole bottom half of the hair and I'll turn it towards you a little bit, and I tend to just twist it up just like that, and then I'm going to lock it in with pins. You have all of this, everything secured up, twisted in. You let the leftovers kind of flow back. And then what I do is just I take the sections. You can really see it for yourself. Look down a little bit. It's okay. And then I take them and I roll and I pin. The hair is curled and the curls are nice and they fall into place. You don't really need to do much with them besides lock them in. So what we're gonna do with this particular updo is just kind of leave her like with a little bit of a sweeping bang. And what I do is just roll that right in towards the back of the updo. And then I lock it in. I just kind of wrap it right into the updo. And you could do different things. There's times when I twist it to show different types of textures, but with this type of look, being it's all smooth, I'm just gonna blend it right back into the updo. And then lock that in. So I'm gonna tighten a couple ones, and for that what I do is just basically take the curl a little bit, put the pin right on the ends, and lock it right in. I'll do it right down here to show you guys what I mean. And then I lock it right in. Whatever works. And then I'll spray, and sometimes at the end if I have a flower or a brooch or something cute, if there's any holes or anything, I'll throw it right in just to kind of add some last finishing touches. And that's it. There you have a basic updo.